A storyteller begins his tale for a group of children in a bustling town square. He speaks of a legend, a time when evil forces invaded the mortal realm, causing destruction. A wise sage from the celestial kingdom emerged, wielding a powerful magic brush. With his brush, he created a magic field and imprisoned the evil forces within his book. The most wicked were sent to the abyss of evil, where they were punished with lightning. They were turned to ash at the portal, never to be reincarnated again. The storyteller, whose name is Songling, reveals the story is from his own book. He tries to sell copies to the children, but they have no money and run away. His small, imp-like assistant complains about the lack of sales for the day. Meanwhile, an antique shop has been robbed, with the windows locked from the inside. At the scene, Police Chief Jay listens to his clumsy assistant, Yen Fei. Yen Fei believes the same person is responsible for several recent jewelry store robberies. He presents his only clue, a single, strange-looking hair. From this, Yen Fei deduces the suspect is short, very fat, and unhygienic. The chief dismisses Yen Fei's theory as nonsense, belittling his assistant. Instead, the chief orders all the shop employees to be taken in for questioning. A woman complains to Chief Jay about Songling, the storyteller, scaring her child. The chief, annoyed, orders Yen Fei to go and arrest the word criminal. Yen Fei finds Songling, who is now being confronted by a group of angry mothers. Suddenly, a small creature, the real jewelry thief, appears and is captured by Yen Fei. Yen Fei introduces himself as the Sword of the Law, but Songling finds his appearance amusing. He then discovers a stolen gold bracelet that has been planted in Songling's belongings. Yen Fei remembers the disgusting hair from the crime scene and prepares to arrest Songling. Songling claims he didn't steal the jewels but knows who did, offering a deal. He effortlessly escapes his bonds and magically lifts Yen Fei into the air. A bewildered Yen Fei finds himself flying through the sky on a magical paper crane. He asks where they are going, and Songling replies that they are off to catch the real thief. After a rough landing, Songling points towards a building, telling Yen Fei the thief is inside. Songling prepares to perform a spell, calling upon the judgment of good and evil. He uses his magic to open Yen Fei's magic eyes so he can see the supernatural. Yen Fei looks up and sees the thief, a short, fat creature, just as he predicted. Songling tells him the thief is his to catch, while the evil force belongs to him. The creature, a mischievous elf, is trying to pay a dowry to his beloved's father. He warns his prospective father-in-law that if Songling captures him, the money will stop. Just then, Songling appears, ready to capture the elf with his magic. The police arrive, and Chief Jay immediately takes all the credit for the capture. Despite Yen Fei's protests that he caught the thief, the chief doesn't believe him. He tells Yen Fei that he has failed too many times and fires him on the spot. A dejected Yen Fei tries to convince himself to be strong after losing his job. Elsewhere, in a dark and eerie place, a young woman named Jade arrives. She has heard of a magic mirror that can make anyone who looks into it more beautiful. The shopkeeper, a sinister woman, tells her to close her eyes. When Jade opens them, she is trapped inside the mirror world, her reflection gone. Her servant screams for help as the mirror demon reveals her true form. Songling appears, invoking his power to command the evil beings to obey him. The mirror demon attacks, but a mysterious shadow warrior suddenly intervenes to help Songling. The mirror demon scoffs, saying she is an evil force and must consume human souls to survive. The shadow warrior, Yen Shisha, tells the demon she owes him her life. He holds a glowing orb, the orb of life, which seems to weaken her. She retreats, warning him that they are on different paths now. Back at his home, Songling finds the mischievous elf, Ventinho, trying to sneak away. Songling reveals he knows many things, including how to sew. He scolds Ventinho for running away and falling in love with a donkey. He magically sews a bell onto Ventinho's clothes so he can always track him. Yen Fei arrives, out of breath, and finds Songling's hidden home. He bows deeply, asking to be accepted as Songling's student. Yen Fei says he wants to be strong, not just muscular, and offers to cook and clean. In the demon realm, the mirror demon's sister, Nia Xiaoqian, appears. She notes that the souls of young girls from the town are in short supply. She scolds her sister for her attachment to the rude man, Yen Shisha. Chief Jay arrives at the mirror shop, desperately searching for his missing daughter, Jade. He learns that many other young girls have also been kidnapped recently. At Songling's home, Yen Fei has prepared a large feast for everyone. Songling is horrified to learn that Yen Fei cooked his beloved pet chickens, Tofu and Majojo. Yen Shisha appears, explaining that something serious has happened in the city of Quinoa. He reports that the police chief's daughter, Jade, has disappeared from a mirror shop. Songling is too busy mourning his chickens to pay attention to the crisis. Yen Fei promises him 10 new chickens, and Songling immediately agrees to help rescue Jade. The group arrives at the now-sealed mirror shop to investigate the scene. Songling can smell the scent of evil forces lingering in the air. They find a hairpin on the ground, which they believe belongs to Jade. A butterfly, created from the hairpin, flies off and Songling tells Yanfei to follow it. The butterfly leads Yanfei through a portal to another dimension. Meanwhile, Songling confronts the mirror demon, demanding to know where Jade is. The demon uses her magic to split Songling's body in half at the waist. His lower half, which holds his magic brush, runs away on its own. Songling desperately tries to get his brush back from his runaway legs. After reassembling himself, he uses his brush to cast a capturing spell. He successfully traps the mirror demon inside his magic book. Yanfei finds the injured Yan Xixia, who introduces himself properly. Yanfei rushes back to Songling, excitedly explaining he found a powerful evil woman. Yan Xixia confronts the captured mirror demon, revealing she was his sister. The group discovers the missing girls, including Jade, trapped within a large mural. The chief declares that from now on, Yanfei is the new delegate. He promises that whoever rescues his daughter can marry her as a reward. Using Ben Tinho's power, Songling helps Yan Xixia relive his memories. Yan Xixia recalls his past as a snake demon, living only in the shadows. One day, he met a human girl named Nia Xiaoqian and fell in love. He entered her shadow, and though he told her he was an evil force, she was not afraid. He longed to be human like her, to step out of the shadows and into the sunlight. She offered him her shadow, and in return, he gave her his orb of life. But tragedy struck when criminals attacked, and Nia Xiaoqian killed them in self-defense. The blood stained the orb, transforming her into a soul-devouring evil force. Blaming himself, he dedicated his life to capturing evil to become strong enough to save her. He begs Songling to help him recover the orb so she can be human again. Songling realizes Yanfei's new title as delegate will be useful for their plan. They gather all the beautiful young women of the city in a grand hall to act as bait. Nia Xiaoqian appears, materializing from the shadows to confront Yan Xixia. She accuses him of trying to trap her in the magic book and demands he give her the orb of life. She wants to remain an evil force, but he wants to return her to a human life. In a final act of love, Yan Xixia decides to sacrifice himself for her. He asks Songling to imprison him, but Nia Xiaoqian chooses to enter the book with him. Inside the book, Yanfei and the imps realize Yan Xixia has disappeared. With the demons gone, the trapped girls are freed from the mural, alive and well. Then Tinho uses his magic to wipe the memories of the townspeople, except for the main group. Chief J officially promotes Yanfei to delegate, giving him great responsibility. Inside the book, the final execution of all captured evil forces begins. Nia Xiaoqian appears before Yan Xixia, who is bound and ready for judgment. She tells him she has always been here, by his side in the shadows. He tells her he was able to live a good life as a human because of her sacrifice. But now it is time for him to be an evil force again, so that she can be human. The great sage appears, revealing his true form, the original, powerful snake demon. He reveals he tricked them all, and now he wants his magic brush back, releasing the demons. A massive battle begins as Songling and his friends fight the giant snake. Yanfei points out a glowing portal, which Songling identifies as the end. Any evil force passing through it will be turned to ash, never to reincarnate. Yan Xixia and Nia Xiaoqian hold hands, ready to face their end together. He tells her this is the best ending they could have hoped for. She agrees, willing to become dust as long as she can be with him. Together, they fly into the portal, sacrificing themselves and finding peace. Back in the real world, Yanfei formally becomes Songling's disciple. He makes his third and final bow, sealing his apprenticeship. Yanfei asks how the story of the two lovers ends. Songling replies that true love will prevail, and the story ends well. Their new journey begins, to recapture all the evil forces that escaped the book. If you want a recap of your favorite movies and shows, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next ones. See you next time, everyone.